Hey, good morning, and thank you for joining me for Crime Diaries. This is Nicole Grigg. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into the one of the most infamous and chilling locations in Los Angeles, the Cecil Hotel. Buckle up because this place has a history that's as dark as it is fascinating. Just remember, I'm not a professional, and this is for educational purposes only. All right, let's rewind a bit. The Cecil Hotel opened its doors in 1927, right in the heart of downtown LA. It was supposed to be a glamorous destination for travelers and tourists, but over the years, it became known as something much more sinister. From the 1930s onward, the Cecil Hotel witnessed countless suicides, murders, and mystery deaths. It even became a temporary home for some of the most notorious criminals, like the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez, and Jack Unterweger, if I'm saying that right. But perhaps the most haunting story tied to the Cecil Hotel is that of Elisa Lam. In 2013, the 21-year-old Canadian student was found dead in one of the hotel's water tanks after missing for several weeks. The eerie surveillance elevator scene is seemingly distressed and she was acting erratic, went viral, and sparked countless theories. She was pushing buttons, acting like somebody was around the corner. It's just really eerie. It remains unanswered what really happened to Elsa. If it's foul play, an accident, supernatural. The case has been dissected in podcasts, documentaries, and even inspired a season of the TV show American Horror Story. Despite the dark past, the Cecil Hotel has become a magnet for urban explorers and paranormal enthusiasts. It's like a real-life haunted house, where every corner seems to whisper stories of troubled history. So what is about the Cecil Hotel that continues to captivate us? Maybe it's the endless mysteries, the tales of the unknown, or just the sheer volume of tragic events that have unfolded within the walls. Whatever it is, the Cecil Hotel remains a place where fact and folklore intertwine, leaving us more questions than answers. Going back to Elisa Lam, I want to touch a little bit more about her history and what happened there at the hotel. So Elisa Lam, she was a traveling student. She checked in the hotel on January 26, 2013. And was originally staying in the hotel, one of what they call hostel style rooms with roommates. But they started complaining evidently about her strange behavior, and so she was moved into a single room by herself. Then on January 31st, Lam was declared to be missing after her parents didn't hear from her on her checkout date. So the police investigated her disappearance. Her items were left behind. All of her items were left behind in her hotel room when she was supposed to check out. If items are left, in a hotel room, they had interviewed the then manager of the hotel, and that's on the Netflix documentary. If you watch it, they interviewed her, and she said that if someone checked out and items, she said there's all the time like items left behind, so it's not always suspicious. But hers was a suitcase and several of her items. But what they do is they keep it in a certain area in case they come back for their items. They'll keep it for so many days for the people that are there, that have checked in there and then checked out without them. So the hotel didn't have cameras on every floor, including the 5th floor where Lam stayed. They did find, of course, the footage that on the elevator that we were speaking of previously, where she is acting erratically, and of course the pushing the buttons, looking around the corner like I spoke of, as if somebody was following her, or she's looking at someone. She stepped out of the elevator and back on. There had been theories where some people said that it looked like the timing that's at the bottom of the footage had been messed with, tampered with. but that was never proven. The door stayed open the whole time too while she was doing that. That was sort of a weird coincidence too, that they didn't close. They didn't at all. They just stayed open. There's no footage of her leaving the hotel. So after all that footage, it sent the public into a spiral conspiracy with Lamb's body was not discovered until some of the hotel guests started complaining about the water being dark, slow, and also a foul taste. So then they had some maintenance workers that were looking into that, and he found that it was just something was not right. So that's when he went up on top of the building and looked into the tank and found her body. The body was found February 19th, 2013 in one of the water tanks on top of the roof of the hotel. All kind of speculation went on with that too, because everyone's like, how did she get on top of there? There was locked doors. The cover of the tank was closed. But when they did an autopsy, there was no evidence of any kind of anything that had happened to her body, no bruising, nothing that showed any wounds that would have said that she had otherwise been, physical trauma to her, and suspected foul play was ruled out. One other thing that I found interesting was this is one of the wildest theories is that Lamb was murdered in attempt to replicate the events of the 2005 horror movie Dark Waters. So the film is a remake of the 2002 Japanese horror movie. And this is where, there's water leaking. There's a mom and a daughter, and there's water leaking from the above, bedroom ceiling that goes into their apartment. And they found out that the family had left in mysterious circumstances that lived up there. And the mom finds out eventually that the little girl who lived in the apartment there was abandoned by her parents, and she drowned accidentally in the building's water tower. So they compare that to that, and they say she was a ghost. And so tell me what you think about this. Do you think there's paranorma in this Cecil hotel? Do you think that her instability with her bipolar? There was some reports that she didn't always take her medicine as well. So do you think that had something to do with it and it was just an accidental drowning? Let me know what you think. Thank you for joining in today. Please hit like and subscribe if you want to hear more of my stories. Stay safe, and see you next time on my channel. Thank you. Have a good day.